We are a very, very rich country, but why are you living with so much insecurity? And here's a few of the ones that are the most common for the bottom 90% of the population: jobs, housing, health care, retirement, child care, and more. And this is just a brief note from my book, The Heist. So this just repeats, we are a very, very rich country, and this is a chart of gross domestic product. So that's the output, the total output of the economy per person. And the list is in the order by the size of the economies. And so as you can see, the U.S. is at the top of the pile, and the next closest one is Canada at $52,000 over our $69,000. And this is 32% less than ours. So you can see we are a rich country. And another way of looking at this is that with just 4.2% of the world population, the U.S. represents 26% of the world economic output. And how did this happen? Well, starting in the 1970s, the rich and corporations gained control of the government with support from both the Democratic and Republican parties. They changed the laws and regulations of the economy in their favor. And this resulted in a $79 trillion transfer of income from the bottom 90% to the top 10% between 1975 and 2023. And really most of it ended up in the hands of the top 1%. So this, of course, broadened and intensified insecurities for the bottom 90%, and this is just to repeat those: jobs, housing, healthcare, food, and so on. These are things which all of us in the bottom 90% are very, very aware of on a daily basis. So this results from a stagnation in wage increase over the last 50 years. The bottom 90% wage earner income grew just 29% between 1979 and 2021. The top 1% grew by 206%. The top tenth of 1% grew by 465%. And just remember that between 1975 and 2025, U.S. gross domestic product per person grew by 144%. That's nearly 2.5 times. Meanwhile, the bottom 90% wage earner only gained 29%. So for more information on this, go to my book, The Heist, which is available on Amazon and Ingram Spark. And also go to theheist.us for more information. Thanks a lot.